Good evening, and thank you for coming out to the Burncoat High School Know Your School Night. My name is Mr. Arguello. I am your son or daughter's AP Government teacher. Um, this is a very challenging course, but it's an exciting one, particularly this year that we are experiencing the elections. Um, So moving forward, below there you see my contact information. Email is the most effective way of getting a hold of me or communicating any of your concerns about your son or daughter. My school issued email is listed there, as well as my website where you can follow the daily agendas for our AP government course. And lastly is the school issued phone number for me. You can call and leave a voicemail, and usually I do get back to you within 24 hours. Uh, and as always, I do speak Spanish if anyone does need that. Um, Today, we will be talking about the course topics as well as how the course runs, my grading policies, and the AP exam. This course is intended to mimic a college course. It is very rigorous and can pose some challenges to students, particularly in the readings that are assigned to students in order to prepare them for the AP exam. They can be very challenging and time consuming. Uh, this new version of the AP exam has limited some of the information the students need to know, but it does still challenge students uh, to have a lot of critical thinking skills and in-depth reading of legal documents and precedents. This course starts off with a basic explanation of federalism and government. We will look into the basic structures of um, the government. However, it does also dive into previous court cases. We will be looking and reading Supreme Court majority opinions and dissenting opinions. We will be reading the Federalist Papers as well as what are considered the Anti-Federalist Papers, or Brutus. These are very challenging writings. We will also be reading speeches of former presidents, um, and we will be looking at how the bureaucracy works to create policy, as well as how the bureaucracy and economic factors may change our government and public opinion. Uh, we will look at institutions of government and parties that may influence policymaking, such as super PACs or special interest groups. Uh, Most of this course can be followed as your students are following it through Google Classroom. This is where all the assignments are posted, where everything is turned in. Uh, Long before remote learning, I was 100% on paperless with this course, and I will continue to work that way more and more at the college level. College professors are going paperless, and we are trying to build towards those skills that they will need to be successful when they do transition to the college environment. Um, the Google Meet link is posted there in the classroom. Um, and generally your student will follow it chronologically through the feed. However, if they click on classwork, they can see subcategories. Every week, your son or daughter has a current event assignment that is due on Fridays, where they need to read an in-depth news article and break down its biases, tell me their opinion on it, as well as thinking critically about some of the components within that article, um, and identifying key vocabulary words. Vocabulary is very important as we move forward towards preparing for the AP exam, as the AP exam is a bit of a reading test, and they do ask and use a quite expansive lexicon to challenge the students to really demonstrate what their knowledge base is. I will be using other programs outside of this, but they will be embedded for the most part within this feed. For example, one of the key components we're using right now is Edpuzzles, which are these shorter videos that have questioning in them. I'm trying to use these as a form of front-loading information so that in class we can engage in more discussions or more a deeper dive into documents rather than spending our time listening to me talk through PowerPoints. That tends to be very boring for your son or daughter, as well as not really using the time effectively that we do have in class. So you may see your son or daughter watching videos through this program. We will be using a textbook, but I am using an electronic version of the textbook, thus you didn't need to come in and receive one of the old-fashioned books. However, they are available if you do need them. You can send me an email, and I will leave one at the front office with your son or daughter's name attached to it. But for right now, we are issuing them as PDFs via each assignment. In terms of grading policy, click on that pinwheel. You can see that tests are 20% of your grade. In my course, there are 9 exams throughout the year that will mimic the AP exam in order to prepare students to take the exam in May. The current events, which will equal 10% of their grade. Projects that we do in and outside of classroom will equal 20% of their grade, as well as essays will be 20% of their grade. These tend to be more expansive writings, as well as one-page simple homework assignments. Lastly, classwork is 30% of your son or daughter's grade. This includes discussions and bell ringers, exit slips that we will do from time to time during the course. So that's the grading policy. I do accept late work. If a student has an excused absence, I tend at the AP level to not accept late work, particularly as the year goes on, for missing assignments when your son or daughter forgot to do them. I'm trying to hold them more to deadlines as they approach the college environment where they really do not accept late work. This is something we need to learn, particularly time management skills, which will determine the success of your student in the college environment. Lastly, this course is an AP course. Thus, our main goal is the AP exam. While I have a secondary goal of just creating knowledgeable citizens who are productive in class and well-versed in how our government functions, the AP exam is a looming figure in our course, and we will be doing some work using the College Board AP Classroom and website. This is also a tool for you guys to explore the upcoming tests, as well as other resources that are available through the AP. Our exam is the very first AP exam of the year on May 3rd at 8 a.m. Last year, with the shutdown, it became very complicated and we did not get to fully experience the new exam. So this year, it is still up in the air as to how exactly the exam will be executed, but we will be building towards that. There is a multiple choice section, as well as 4 types of essays of varying formats, which your son or daughter will be learning about this year. These essays vary in complexity. Some are based off of information they give you, and some are based more off of information that your son or daughter will bring into the exam. They are challenging. That is often where our students lose points, is in the essay writing. However, I do build into the course several writing assignments to help them prepare for this exam. Any student who scores a 3 or higher can usually use them, at least in state schools, to receive credit at the college level. We have had several students score 3s, 4s, and 5s in the past. If your son and daughter prepares for it, they stand a very good chance of scoring a 3, 4, or 5. Once again, I do have extra help sessions on Wednesdays from 1:43 to 2:30, or by appointment. There are some times available on Fridays and Tuesdays and Thursdays where I can meet more individually with students by appointment, but these tend to sometimes get booked up. However, Wednesdays is the dedicated time where I am always available, and I can send your son or daughter a meet link and meet with them individually to discuss any of their particular issues or challenges with the course. That tends to cover the entire course. If you have any further questions, feel free to once again send me an email or reach out to me in any way. I will be more than happy to work with you and help you and your son or daughter navigate this school year. Thank you again for coming out, and I look forward to working with you more closely.